Damn, I need a haircut. Hey guys, back here again with another video, and this time we're going to try something a little different. So I've been thinking about this for a long time, but the other day I finally took the plunge and I signed up to donate some blood. This is something I've been thinking of for a long time, not really for like any attention or anything like that. It's literally just, I felt like if I can sort of at least help save a life or a few lives or whatever, I thought I'm all up for that, you know. I don't really lose anything, and yeah, just if it's going to help someone, it's going to help someone. So I just want to point out that this is not some sort of publicity stunt to get any more like views or attention or anything like that. I don't earn any money off my videos. I just honestly thought, when I was reading up about this, did a lot of research, and then you go to the blood.co.uk website to sign up to give blood, and I read a lot of the FAQs, like who's eligible to give blood, do I have to have any exams to give blood, things like that. So like I say, it's not really a publicity stunt. I don't intend for it to come across that way. This is literally for anyone in the UK who's thinking about giving blood. Maybe you're not sure, maybe you can watch this video and it can sort of guide you through the process on how to go about doing that. So literally what I'm hoping to do is, on the day that I'm going to give blood later this week, I'm planning to sort of log my journey through it. I'm going to ask the people there if I can do some videos while they're taking blood. I'm not entirely sure if you're allowed to do it. On the website, they actually have a guy posing with a mobile phone while they're taking his blood, so hopefully I'll be in luck. So the point of that is just to sort of show you, say you want to give blood and you're a little bit nervous, you want to know how the whole thing goes down. I'll try and walk you through it, and for me, I think it's also been an interesting journey. So to sign up, all you have to do is go to the blood donation website. I think it's blood.co.uk for the NHS in England. You literally sign up, you answer a few questions like what's your age range, what's your weight or something like that. Have you had any sort of illnesses in the past, things like that. And then you literally just enter your personal details, sign up, and then you can choose your appointment and the location. So thankfully for me in London, I think there's about 3 or 4 places, and I picked one that's not too far from me, a place I know quite well. And I decided to pick an appointment when I finish work one day during the week in the evening. So you do have to pay attention, like some of the places do have like different opening and closing times. Some of the days, I think, at least the place I've booked to go to, they do have appointments. Sometimes you can just walk in, but I booked an appointment and I was lucky to get one about 6:30 in the evening. So just before this video goes out, I just want to point out I may have to rely on my old flip camera. Gosh, I haven't used that in years. Does anyone still remember a flip camera? I may have to use my flip camera because I normally film on my mobile phone, but obviously if I'm like, you know, need to bring up any details when I turn up to the appointment and things like that, I'm going to rely on a different camera. So I just want to say that while my phone films at 1080p quality, the flip camera only films at 720p quality, and I don't think I can plug my microphone into that. So if this video goes out, apologies for the drop in sound quality, things like that. So anyway guys, this is just the introduction. Join me on this little journey to donate blood, and yeah, hopefully if you're having any thoughts about this, you're having any hesitations on what goes down, I hope this video can help you out, settle any nerves you may have, and yeah, let's go help save some people, I guess, by donating some blood. Okay, so today is the day that I'm going to donate blood. I'm a bit annoyed because I finally found my flip camera last night, charged it up all night because the battery was dead because I haven't used it for ages, but now it won't even turn on, so I'm going to have to reset that at some point, but I don't think I'll be able to use this today, and it's a bit annoying because I film with my phone, which I'm filming on right now, and the buttons are quite sensitive and it's a bit hard to sort of hold it without accidentally possibly pressing the stop button, so I'm going to have to solder it with just the phone today if I can. Hopefully I can do what I want to do with it today. So how am I feeling about the whole thing? I'm feeling okay. Yesterday I did a bit of reading about it, like how to prepare for it, things like that. Had to answer a quick online questionnaire on, like, you know, little things like, have you had like tattoos or illnesses or things like that. I'll go into a bit more later. But yeah, they try to keep you as calm as possible, reassure you you're doing a good thing. No, I felt a few like little nerves when I was sort of reading about it, but no, nothing major or anything like that. I've had 1 blood test in my life, no, 2 actually, because they actually had to recall me to do it again. But yeah, I'm feeling okay about this. Right now, unfortunately, I have to go to work, so later on today we'll be doing the blood test and I'll catch up with you then. So let's go to work. So that just skipped a whole day of work. Right, so I'm walking down to the blood donor centre. Something I forgot to mention is that you should, they advise, sorry, my hair's all over the place. They advise that you should drink a lot of water throughout the day, so I've been doing that. So there's a bit of advice for you. If you're gonna go give blood, make sure you have plenty of water. Make sure you fill up on that water. So apparently they give you like 500 milliliters of water to drink when you get there as well. I've been drinking water all day. I'm probably gonna be pissing like a racehorse all night. I hope I don't need to pee while I'm giving the blood. All right, so it's right here. So I'm gonna head inside. Let me just apologize right now. If I can filming there, I'm probably gonna take the microphone out because otherwise it's just a big bloody wire hanging from my phone. So I wanna apologize in advance if like the sound quality drops or whatever, but yeah. Hopefully they're gonna let me film inside at least. So anyway, let's head inside and go and give some blood. Okay, so I'm actually in the toilet right now. I'm a bit reluctant to record out in the waiting room because there's a lot of people and I'm just a bit socially uncomfortable with that. But anyway, it's like 10 minutes after my scheduled appointment, I'm still waiting. And that's not to sort of hate on anyone or anything like that, it's just to sort of keep you updated on what's going on. So I'm gonna go back to the waiting room in case I miss my appointment now. Sitting in the chair now, and I'll give you this little leaflet to read on exercises to do while they're taking the blood from you. So it's funny, they recommend that you tense your butt cheeks and your legs and across them.
Okay, so I want you to make a nice tight fist for me.
Yep.
And I'm just going to have a look at the vein again, okay?
Okay.
So obviously we have to clean your arm before we
Sure.
put the needle in, yeah?
It's going well. Sorry about that.
Okay, perfect. Lovely. So I'm going to let the pressure down now, and you can relax your hand as well, okay?
Lovely.
But I just want you to keep your arm now in that alignment. Is
Okay.
that okay?
No problem at all.
And just relax. You okay? Alright, so I'm just going to clean now for 30 seconds.
All right. Do I have to keep a tight fist throughout the whole procedure?
No.
Okay.
Only for looking at the vein, and now again in a second for when I'm going to pop the needle in.
Right.
Alright. And then once your donation's up and running, we get you to we give you a little roller in your hand to squeeze on.
Yeah.
Because it helps the circulation in your arm.
Okay.
By actually doing something with your hand.
Right.
So that's cleaning now for 30 seconds. And now I'm going to ask you to make a tight fist again.
Sure.
I'm going to let your arm dry, okay? And also I'll reduce the pressure down to a lower pressure.
Okay.
For the duration of the donation. Okay?
This whole thing takes about 5 to 7 minutes, I've heard.
On average, most people tend to donate somewhere between 5 and 10.
Right.
5 and 10 minutes. The better hydrated you are when you come, the better it is for you.
Sure.
You know, for the whole process.
Okay.
Alright, just want to make sure it's nice and dry. And then I'm going to carry on.
We can do it.
Alright, my darling. Lovely. Okay. How does that feel? Is that alright?
Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely. Now you can relax your hands.
Okay.
Okay. And now you can also start doing the exercises, okay?
Lovely. Thank you.
Alright. You're welcome. Gonna let the pressure down as well.
Okay.
How does that feel now? Is that comfortable?
That feels better.
It's not
yeah.
too much, yeah? If it feels tight, let me know.
Okay.
And that's the roller for your hand.
So just keep squeezing that as well? Or?
So with the roller, yeah, I want you to give it a squeeze and release.
Okay.
Always release as well, because otherwise you'll get a cramp. Yeah?
Okay. Lovely.
So squeeze, and release, okay?
Okay.
Alright?
Sure.
Okay, and start doing your other exercises, yeah?
Yeah.
And also the glute clenching.
Okay.
And it's actually flowing really well. So this tells you how many mils per minute it's coming out.
Yeah.
This tells you the total volume we're collecting, and that's the time it's taking.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So this number in the middle is the one we want to get to 470 mils.
Right, okay.
Okay. so you can see how well it's flowing. Alright?
Lovely, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alright, so apparently it's going pretty well. Blood's flowing well. Oh, the other one's done already. I've only been here for 3 minutes. I've got a little timer on here. Don't feel dizzy, don't feel lightheaded, so that's all good. Clenching my butt cheeks, squeezing my fist, tensing my legs. Yeah, it's going very well. It's fine, really. You might have seen that little blood spot at the start, but that's fine. When you feel the little prick of the needle for like a second or something, and then you don't feel anything. It's going well. Coming up to the mark almost. 4:45 out of 4:70. Been here 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Bloody hell, I think I'm done already. That literally took 5 minutes, only 5 seconds actually. Alright, so we're all done. It's just gone 7:35, so I literally was in there for about an hour, even though they sort of saw me late. So yeah, I've got to leave this bad boy on here on my arm for, they recommend about 12 hours. The little cotton thing, if you can see that, they reckon about half an hour or something, but yeah, I'll probably get home, then I'll see about taking that off, but the plaster's got to stay on there for 12 hours or so. I think it was 12 hours, it might have been 6. So anyway, all the staff were very friendly, and it was a good procedure. Didn't feel any sort of like dizziness, lightheadedness at all. Everything went well. They give you a little prick in the finger to take some blood and test it quickly before they send you in. So they do tests before you actually go in and donate your blood, so you know, there's nothing to worry about there. And yeah, everyone's just friendly. They guide you through the process, tell you exactly what they're going to do. There's nothing to worry about at all, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to head home right now and we'll wrap up this video. Holy crap, look at that. I've had a haircut. Yes guys, it's actually been a few weeks since I went for the blood donation, and I'm only just making like this epilogue to the video a couple of weeks later. So the reasons for that is just because like I've been away on holiday, had things to do, wasn't able to sort of make it straight away. But anyway, the video's here nonetheless. So yeah, as you would have seen from the video sequence, all the staff were really friendly. The person who sort of like, you know, guided me through everything, she was extremely friendly. She like walked me through every step. I actually asked her, could I film this, because I explained what I'm making the YouTube video for, and she was fine with that, so it was all good. So yeah, some of the things I couldn't capture on video because it was like a sort of one-to-one confidential talk. As soon as you walk into the blood donor center, they do give you a little sort of, well, not little, but it's quite a long questionnaire. So this questionnaire covers things like honest questions like, have you had sex with someone who might have been infected, as far as you know, blah, blah, blah. It even asks if you're homosexual, have you had like, you know, sex with a man, things like that, you know, because diseases can be passed around in any sort of sexual environment. So it's sort of like, you know, brutal, honest questions that you just have to answer to the best of your knowledge, or at least, you know, honestly. Because realistically, you know, donating blood, it's a serious thing. Anyone could pick up anything from blood donations, things like that, accidentally, whatever. It really makes you think a little bit more before you go through the blood donation process. So it's a really good thing. And also, once you get in there, they give you like a big booklet to read. They seem, you know, quite thorough about it, like you have to read it all. I did take my time and read it all because I didn't want anything to go wrong. Not that anything would really go wrong because they talked through the whole process, but yeah, I was seen about half an hour after my allotted appointment time, so I just read the whole thing. So it literally just walks you through like the whole blood donation process, what they'll do with your blood, and you can donate blood platelets, things like that. And it's very thorough, so they keep you well informed throughout the whole process. So this little talk I mentioned, they sort of run through that with you. If you have any questions that you sort of left unmarked because you're unsure, they just sort of chat with you about that, and it like allows you to answer it properly. So as well as that, they do a little thumb prick test. So they stick a little pin into your thumb, or I think it was actually my middle finger in this case, and they sort of like do a little quick blood test there to see if it picks up anything. So I was quite concerned about that because there wasn't really a lot of FAQs or information on the internet about what sort of tests they do before they do the actual blood donation. You know, like I sort of alluded to, anyone could have accidentally picked up anything somewhere, And I was just thinking, surely they must do some sort of test before they take your blood and, you know, possibly pass it over to someone else who needs it. So yeah, that is done. That only takes a few seconds. You don't really, as far I can't even remember, you don't even feel anything when they do insert the little pin into your finger to take the blood. And they tell you there and then whether, you know, you'd be able to donate blood or not. So it might be a bit of a wasted journey sometimes, hopefully not, because that could possibly lead to more problems down the line for you. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but they do tell you there and then, you know, because honestly, they have to be sure that everything is safe and on board with this. So as well as that, the person who dealt with me told me that in a few weeks' time, you will find out your blood group. She was quite frank with me, because she said to me that, oh, they could find out in a couple of days, but for some reason, the way the system is here with the NHS, they will only send you a letter within 4 to 6 weeks later, which will sort of like confirm that you've donated blood, and you get a little blood donor card. The blood donor card is sort of like, you know, any sort of typical loyalty card, debit card, that sort of thing, and it has your name, your donor number, which is unique to you, and as well as your blood group. So you do find that out a few weeks later. It's kind of perfect that I left this part of the video, you know, later on to film, because I actually only just received my blood donor card last week. So that was about, what, 2.5 weeks after I actually made my blood donation. So it's good, because, you know, now I could just let you know how that all works out. Right, so just to quickly walk you through the process that you've just seen. So first of all, when you sit in the blood donor chair, they wrap a little blood pressure checker and that around your arm, and to find the good vein. I apparently had a very good vein right here. I suppose I could brag about it, I guess, but it's nothing to brag about. But it did make the whole process for me go really quick. It literally only took about 5 minutes. You know, I thought it might have taken longer. The person sitting next to me, they started just before me, but I think we probably finished around the same time, or I might have finished first. So good veins in me, I guess. Once they've done that, they do clean the part of your arm where they are going to insert the needle, the vein, basically. So they clean that up. That takes about 30 seconds or so. It's quite a thorough job, but you don't feel anything like in the video. It's just a little sort of, I don't know how to describe it, but they just literally rub up and down to clean the part of the your arm that they're going to stick the needle into. So literally the only bit of pain you do feel, and it's literally like for a millisecond or something, is when they stick the needle in. Cool, I quite like that, the blood spurting out. Does that say a lot about me or anything? Nah, but in all honesty, I suppose I was just sort of, you know, laughing in the face of, you know, adversity or whatever they say like that, you know. It wasn't anything to worry about. You know, if you can get through that, you're fine. I suppose if you have a phobia of blood, you probably wouldn't be donating blood, but if you do, all power to you. So yeah, that's the only little pain you feel. It's just a slight little prick in your arm, and it, like I said, it literally only lasts like a second. Throughout the whole process of them taking the blood from you, you don't feel any sort of pain or anything like that. So they literally advise you, like, the sort of the techniques to keep the blood flowing. So one was to cross your legs, keep crossing them. They give you a little, it's like a little miniature toilet roll thing. They put that in the palm of your hand, and all you have to do is sort of squeeze it like that. It's not like you can't really crush it unless you put brute force on it, but you just keep it squeezing. So obviously it makes like all the muscles in your arm sort of tense up, so to help the blood flow. And another technique they actually tell you is to clench your butt cheeks. So I suppose that helps as well. It helps circulate the blood around the body. So it sounds a bit funny, but they literally do tell you to do that, and I suppose it does help. So yeah, they did say, you know, if you do feel faint or dizzy or things like that, just sort of wave your other arm, because your other arm's free. Yeah, just get their attention and they'll sort of come over to you. But I felt fine throughout the whole thing. I didn't feel dizzy at all or whatever. I just tried to keep calm and just sit there, squeeze the thing, you know, clench my butt cheeks, cross my legs, just do that to help the blood flow. But I didn't feel any other sort of side effects other than, you know, at all really. So once the whole process is done, they take the needle out your arm, they patch you up, they put a little cotton wool sort of bud thing, or one of those cotton wool rolls, and tape that over, and then you are advised to just sit down until you sort of got your wits about you. I sat there just for the sake of it for about 10 minutes or so. I suppose I could have left a little earlier. I wouldn't say I felt dizzy at all, but I just sort of felt like a bit mellow, let's say. You know, I wanted to relax, so they give you if it's your first time, I think, I'm not quite sure why, only if it's the first time, you're only allowed cold drinks. So they give you like a juice drink, something like that, some squash, I suppose to help get your blood sugar levels up. And there's like snacks like biscuits, chocolates, things like that, like I say, to get your blood sugar levels back up. And then after that, you're just free to sort of leave whenever you want. You can sit there for as long as you want. Like I said, I sat there for about 10 minutes and I walked out, and that was it really. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. This was new to me, the whole editing techniques. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions that you think I can answer or help advise you with, please feel free to get in touch. You can hit me up on Twitter at juststonedit, or also, you know, just leave a comment in the box below. I try my, you know, I was gonna say I try my best to read all the comments, but the comments are few and far between, so I do actually read all the comments, and I reply where I find it appropriate. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you're worried about anything at all, I would say don't worry, but if I can help you with anything, please feel free to get in touch, or, you know, contact the Blood Donor Center if you have any questions. Everyone was very friendly. The whole process was very easy to go through. And yeah, I just want to sound off saying for men, apparently it's every 12 weeks you can donate. So that's up to 4 times a year, I believe. And for women, it's 16 weeks. I suppose that's a bit longer because obviously, you know, women, not to sound silly here, they have their period every month. So, you know, they lose a lot of blood that way. So I suppose the period, no pun intended, the period for them to donate blood is a bit longer than men. I just want to say, you know, thanks if anyone who was at the Blood Donation Center watches this. Thanks very much. Everyone's friendly. Whole process is very easy. It's safe, and there's, in my opinion, there's honestly nothing to worry about. So I hope this video has helped you if you have any sort of worries or questions about this whole process. Anyway, guys, like I say, please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, leave your comments in the box below. If you have any queries, please do that, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll try and make more sort of unique videos and edit them together in a fun way. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.